Hello everyone. Am I audible? You can ping in the chat group. Okay, so now you are able to hear me, Milky Thakur. Now am I audible? Can I get the confirmation, please? Because the connection looks fine from my side. Am I audible, everyone? Okay, thank you, Roshan, for confirming. So I hope I'm audible to each one of you. Okay, so it's already 10 to, so we will start with the session. Hmm? Okay, so how many of you are from the testing background? You already know what is software testing, and you already have the idea what people do in software testing. How many of you? You can keep on writing in the chat window or in the question window, wherever you like. Okay, so I don't think any one of you are actually from the software testing background. Fine. So before starting with what is software testing, let's discuss what testing itself means. What is the meaning of testing? Let's try to understand with any example. Let's take the example of any mobile application which you have. Okay, we are using a lot of mobile applications in our phone. Okay, so let's take any example of any social media application which every one of you are using, right? Social media application. So what are the features of it? What happens in the software social media application? There is home tab, right? Then there is friends tab. Then there is something known as news feed. Okay, so these are the features of the application. Of course, there are so many others as well. Let's take this example of with these three only. Okay, so these are the features of the any application. As soon as you download any application, you see if you are getting logged in, how is your home page is showing, how you are able to add your friends or not, how the news feed is showing up. So these are the things that we see. So basically we are doing the testing of that application. As an end user, we try to test that application if that particular application is good for us or not. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Keep on answering in the chat window, in the questions tab, so that the session remains interactive. Okay, good. The more you will interact, the better this session is going to be. Okay. So when it comes to testing, so testing is basically trying to see if the particular application or the particular thing which you have bought is working in a correct way or not. Okay, it is not mandatory that only software goes into the release. Everything, the laptop, the water bottle in your home, the chimneys you are using, the induction cooker you are using, everything goes through the testing process. So testing is one process which is there in each and every industry. Nothing comes to us without testing. Okay, so testing is very important thing. Development also happens in each and every industry. In manufacturing industry also, people are developing the equipments. Then it is going under testing progress. Then it goes to customer. So that's what the testing is, to check if the end product is meeting the customer's requirement or not, is what is testing. So definition is clear to everyone. What is testing? What is testing is clear to everyone. Keep on chatting, guys. Otherwise, this session will not be so interactive, and I will not be able to understand if you are comfortable with the pace or not. Yeah, okay. So right now I am receiving the answers. Okay. So this is basically software testing. In this session, we are going to discuss three things. What is software testing? Why software testing? And how to do the software testing. Okay. So that is going to be our agenda for demo class. What software testing is, why to do the software testing, and how to do it. Okay, then we will discuss about the career path, what career path software testing people have. Then we will discuss the various ways in you can become the expert for the software testing, and I will also brief you about the syllabus, what software testing with way to automation is going to be for you. Okay, so we will come to what software testing is according to definition. Process to make sure that product is great. It is a process. Software testing is a continuous process. Okay, that makes sure that the product which you are making is of great quality. Practice that makes sure that functions are working. It is a practice. That means if I took the example of the mobile application, so it has various functions: add friend, news feed. Okay, these things, these time you can in fact create a video in the social networking website itself. So these are the functions of that social media website. So software testing is a practice that makes sure that all these functions are working fine. Idea to enhance user experience. This is very important. User experience. What is user experience, guys? What do you mean by user experience? Each one of you who have attended this demo class, all of you are users. I am also one user. So what is the meaning of this user experience? Anyone? What is user experience? I am getting the answers. The app should be friendly. Okay. After that, customer feels the particular apps. Okay. Okay. So both of you are right, Milky and Krish. But the user experience is how your users are. I'm getting easily accessible. That's right, Pritesh. Okay. So user experience is basically what your users are feeling about your application, your equipment, or anything which you have created, how easy to use it is for the users. Okay, not just the software, even if you see the other things, the if I take the example of cars. Okay, so automatic cars are always costlier than the manual cars. What is the reason behind it? Why automatic cars are way costlier than the manual cars? they are getting a lot of smart features in the car these days, all the cars which are coming to the market across. Okay, so what is the difference between a manual transmission car and the automated car? The difference is of user experience. It is giving you better user experience. Automated car is giving you better user experience. Okay, better, right? So that's why it is costlier. Okay, in the same way, when it comes to the software, there are so many social media websites across the world. There are so many, 3 4 names we know, but if you go to the Play Store, you will find at least 20 applications are there for the social media interaction. Okay, but why only 3 4 are so popular? Why only 3 4 are so popular? That is the one question we should ask ourselves. The reason why these 3 or 4 apps are very popular in the social media circle is their user experience. Even the non-tech users who doesn't know this, how the mobile behaves, how the all the things happen on the mobile application, they are also able to use the this social media website. If you go by the statistics, then they are more into the rural Indian now. If I take the example of India, okay, so that's what the user experience is, and that's how much powerful this user experience is. Okay, this word looks so simple, that user experience. But if your application or if your equipment or the software which you are creating, if it has a very good user experience, then it is going to be sure shot success. Okay, so according to me, if you ask my personal opinion, software testing is to make sure that user experience is very good. As a software tester, you have to behave like a end users. Okay, and then you will question that software from the perspective of end user. As a end user, I'm not able to do this. Many a times you have to let go your own knowledge that you have, own technical knowledge that you already possess for the particular application. You have to take it in the way how the users will take this particular software, and that's why the testing is so important. The reason why the development people cannot do the software testing is because they create the software. According to them, whatever they have created, it's always right. But the software testing people will use that application from the end user's perspective. They will make sure that the end users will have a very good experience with this particular software. So that's why the software testing is important, and that's what it is. User experience is a very important word. Throughout my session, I will put a great emphasis on the user experience. Okay, clear everyone? Clear everyone till now? Okay, good. Part of SDLC that gives confidence on the product being made. Okay, so this is the another perspective of the software testing. I have written down so many things, so many definitions you can say for the software testing. This is like what is SDLC, I want to tell you basically. That's why I wrote it down. So SDLC is basically software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. Even if you don't know what is software development lifecycle and all these things, I will tell you more about it in the consequent classes. But for now, you don't see it as a software testing lifecycle. You see it as a product development lifecycle. Okay, any product, be it software or be it not software. Okay, PDLC, you see it like that, product development lifecycle. Any product which is getting made, the water bottle from where we drink our water. Okay, so it also has a process. Nothing is happening without a process in the industry. Okay, So any product which is getting developed, it has its own life cycle. It will, first of all, the design will be created. Okay. First of all, what will happen? You will say, I need this kind of water bottle. Okay. If I take the example of car, then you will design first that I need this kind of car. I need a sedan, I need a XUV, I need a sports car. First of all, design will happen. Then what will happen? After design, then development will happen. Okay. This is very high level. I am telling you, there are more phases to all these things. Okay. I will tell you in detail also. After design and development, what will happen? There will be testing. Okay. After design and development, the testing will happen. No product comes to the market without testing. Okay. And after that, what will happen? It will come to the customers. Okay. In software industry, we call it as deployment. Okay. In other industry, they may call it something else. Okay. It will come to the customer. So that is basically what product development life cycle is. So testing is a part of product development life cycle that gives confidence on the product being made. Okay. You are creating a product, then you need to have that confidence on your product that yes, my product is good enough to stand in the market. So testing is very, very important. See this thing once. From the developer point of perspective, there are 4 slabs here, but the testing people can see only 3. Okay. So that's why the testing becomes very important. Whatever development team does, according to them, all is correct. Okay. They will say, even if they will write 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, they will say it's correct. That's what the specification I got from the client. But it is the job of the testing person to tell what end customers are looking at. Okay. This is behaving as an end customer. Okay. This is internal. Okay. This part is the internal. This part is how external people will view your product. So he is saying I have created 4 slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, but actually he can only see 3. So he will question, no, it's correct, it's wrong. Maybe you have created 4, but I can see only 3 slabs. Okay. So that is the job of testing person. Clear everyone till now? What is software testing? Should be clear to you after today. Okay. I need answers from everyone who are present in this session. 4 or 5 people are answering most of the questions. The more interactive it will be, the more understanding you will have today. Okay. So why software testing? Where I think we have discussed many things already. Because developers and business analysts are humans. Okay. So these are not bookish definitions which I have kept here. These are solely written with the purpose that you understand the things from the basic. What is the meaning of this thing? Because developers and business analysts are humans. Before that, I will tell you who business analysts are. Okay. So business analysts are those people who take the requirements from the client. If I took the example of the car the example, then I will say the business analysts are those people who are creating the design of how your car is going to be. Okay, of course, we will discuss more about these things in detail in the corresponding classes. But right now, you can assume that. Okay, so now tell me the meaning of this thing, because developers and business analysts are humans. What is the meaning of this thing? What I want to say by saying this? They will make mistake, right, Ritesh? Okay, so basically who is creating your software and who is gathering the requirement from the customers. They are business analysts and developers. What I mean by when I say because they are humans is they are bound to make mistakes. Okay, humans are bound to make mistakes. Commits mistake every time. Even in this session, if you will say if this session is for 1.5 hours, I will commit a lot of grammatical mistake. Me being a trainer will commit a lot of grammatical mistakes while speaking. Okay, so that's what the humans are. They commit a lot of mistakes, but it is the responsibility of the organization who is creating the software to make sure that these mistakes doesn't turn into losses. Okay, how losses will happen? Suppose let's take the example of that social media website only, because I think all of you must be using social media website. So that's why I'm taking that example only again and again. Okay, so suppose there is a in newsfeed is there. Okay, newsfeed is there in all social media websites. So while clicking on newsfeed, I'm getting redirected to my homepage. I was interested in looking in what is happening in my circle, what my friends are doing. Okay, but I'm getting redirected to my profile. Then what will happen? The next thing I will do, what I will do? End users are very, very fickle minded. They will uninstall the app. Okay, I'm not going to wait. Okay, I'm not going to wait for tomorrow. That no, tomorrow this social media website will work fine. Okay, so I will uninstall that application then and there. If some mistakes like this happens, it is a very small mistake. There is, if you talk in the software development term, so this is a very small mistake. This is a mistake of not generating the correct link for the newsfeed. Okay, for the correction also, maybe it will take less than an hour to correct from the development side, but it will have the huge impact on your end users. Okay, so that's why the testing is important. It makes sure that your mistakes doesn't turn into losses. It's not an ideal world. What is the meaning of this thing? It's not an ideal world. This is also very important and interesting word. Not an ideal world. What is ideal world, guys? What is ideal world? Okay, then let's do one exercise. All of you tell me the type of a smartphone you are using. It's by this I just mean it is a 4G smartphone or 3G smartphone or 5G smartphone. Okay, even 5G are there in a few of the places. So just tell me, all of you, that what kind of a smartphone you are using right now. I will wait for 30 seconds. Okay, so I have got so many answers. Most of the people are using 4G phones. Yeah, Kansha, your answer is there. It's coming to me. Okay. So most of the people are using 4G phone, but there is one 5G phone as well. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, I wanted to see the difference. Okay, so many things are there. 4G, 5G. Okay, 3G is also there, guys. Let's not forget it. What was with us 2 years before. Okay, so and then if I just took the example of what generation of phone you are using. Okay, if I take another example, what type of phone you are using means, is it an Android or is it a iPhone? Okay, or maybe none of us will use the feature phone, but there are huge population throughout the world which still uses feature phone. Okay, or if I go deeper into it, I will ask what memory you have in your phone. So some will say 128 GB. Okay, some will say 64 GB. Some will say 32 GB. Okay, some will say maybe 1 TB. There is no end to it actually. Okay, so all kinds of equipments are available these days. And if I go into there can be another thing related to your RAM. It can be 4 GB RAM. Okay, it can be 2 GB RAM. It can be even in the smartphone you have 1 GB RAM only. Okay, so you have another 8 GB RAM is there, then 16 GB RAM is there. So there is no end to it. Okay, I'm sure that they must be planning for the 32 GB RAM also sometime. I'm not sure if it is there or not, but it will come for sure. So these things doesn't have any end, and there are so many variations are there. Okay, for you and me, people who are using webinars for and a lot of things, a lot of technical things for all the meetings and everything, they will not realize that maximum people are still using the feature phones. Okay, there are so many people across the world who are still using the feature phone. People who are using iPhone will not be able to understand the challenges what Android people face, and people using Android phones will not face the challenges what iPhone users face. So it's very varying parts are there. Even if you see the across geographical area, any product which comes, any software which comes, it is not area specific. Okay, all these social media websites example which I took, they are there across the world. Okay, someone speaks English, someone speaks some other language, someone speaks some other language. If you go to Europe, they generally speak Spanish, German. That's the tongue they have. Okay, if you will give them any social media website which is coming in English, they will reject it straight away. Okay, because that's not the language which they use. They want things in their language. Okay, if you talk about India, so it's such a varying country that even every state has its own language. Okay, so as soon as you will localize things and you will start talking to the peoples in their language, your application will have the better connect with the audience. Okay, so what I mean by saying it's not an ideal world is there is no correct definition of anything. It's getting changed each and every day. Okay, 4G, 5G, 3G. Some people are still stuck in 3G phones. How your application is going to behave in that 3G? Okay, but if right now I am getting 120 Mbps speed. Okay, right now I'm getting 120 Mbps speed. Okay, what will happen to my application, my social media website, when this speed is only 1 Mbps? How it will behave? So these are so many challenges. Okay, these are so many challenges. So you have to create the software keeping in mind all these things, and that's why the software testing is very, very important. It's the responsibility of the software tester to keep the track of all these things. Customers are king, of course, that goes without saying. I have talked a lot of this. Okay, customers are the king. Okay, so if they feel like your software is of no use, then it is of no use. How maybe you have created a great software. Okay, you have used the knowledge of all the space science which is available in the market to create a software through which customers can see the all the planets in the sky. But if the customers are not finding it good, then you are gone. Maybe in a week, even a week's time is too much. I'm saying the customers will install the app. they will give the bad rating on the Play Store. The next customer will visit the Play Store to download the app. They will see the bad reviews. They are not going to install your application. But you have used all your knowledge and you have created such a great software, but you have not made it user friendly. So it is of no use. The simple. Creating a software which is not user friendly is futile. Don't create it. Okay. That's why the software testing is again important. Diversified uses. I already covered this point. Okay. There are so many diversified uses of any software. Right. So clear till now, guys? It's clear to everyone till now. Okay. Any questions till now? I would like to take what, why? Any questions till now? Customer is king means. Okay. I will tell that, Abhilash. Any other question? Okay. Customer is king means I already took the example of that application, that all the knowledge you have employed in creating a software, creating an application through which you can see the planets in the sky on your mobile phone. I am sure that this kind of application will require a lot of technical knowledge to create. Okay. But at the end, the customers are not happy with your application. Okay. They found it not user friendly. So what will happen to your application? It will be flop. There will be no downloads for this application on the App Store. Very few downloads will be there. So that is the meaning of customer circle. Okay. So your knowledge is not basically what will make your software great. It's the user friendliness that will make the software great. Okay. So I hope everything is clear till now. Everything is clear till now, guys. Okay, good. Thank you. How? So how software testing happens? So there are so many things, there are so many ways to do the testing of the particular software. Okay. So we will discuss about it right now. How we can do it? Yeah, you will get that, Abhilash. How we can do it? Manual, database, automation, web service performance. What we are going to discuss in our session, it will be manual. Why? Because this is the basic building block. This is basic. This talks about the user friendliness. From now, I will call it UX, user experience. This talks about the user experience. Okay. So this is our agenda for the next 6 weeks. We are going to discuss manual testing. Okay. Why manual testing is important? Because without this, all these things are futile. You will not be a good database tester. You will not be good automation tester. You will not be a good API tester, and you will not be a good performance tester without manual testing. Manual testing is the basic building block of any software testing practice, and it is there in the industry for the past 25 years, and it will remain in the next 25 years. Okay, in the industry you will uh, see a lot of new requirements coming up for the automation, for the web service testing, for the performance testing. But if you don't know the manual, you will not be successful in any of these three. That is for sure. Okay, because it is a basic building block of testing. Just like without learning ABCD, you cannot learn how to speak a very fluent English. You will not be able to do good automation testing, good API testing, good performance testing without being able to be a good manual tester. Okay, so manual testing is testing the things from the user point of view. How users will test your application? They will not create the automation scripts for using their application. We use a lot of applications in our mobile phone. Have we created any automation script for using those? Have you created any of the automation script for going to your social media website, going to your banking application, going to your family group and doing the video chat? Have you created any automation script for that? No, right? So no end user is going to create the automation scripts for all these things. So that's why the manual testing is very, very important. Okay, because end users will test everything manually. Okay, how end users will see your application? That's what manual testing is, and that's why it is there in the market for the past so many years, and it will remain for the next how many years the software industry will survive. The manual testing will be there. Okay, of course we will minimize it with the automation testing and everything, but it will remain always. It will never go out of the market. Okay, there is nothing like, I see a lot of articles and a lot of things going into the industry that manual testing is not in use and all these things. But being a test manager for past 3 years and being in this industry for more than 10 years now, I do believe that this thing was there when I joined this industry, and still we are using it. Okay, we are just trying to minimize the manual effort through automation testing and the API testing. The reason also, I will tell you why we are trying to minimize. Okay, but this type of testing is there in the market from the time the software industry is, and it will remain in the market forever. Okay, so don't get confused if you see the manual testing or something like that is going out of the market. It is not like that. Okay, I will take the example of the car again. So I am taking a lot of examples of car today. So if you talk about the car, so any car which comes to the market, before that it goes into the quality check. Okay, where the safety ratings and all are defined. Okay, so that process itself is manual. Okay, they drive the car manually. I'm sure before that, to check the mileage, to check how the industry, how the engine is behaving, they must have a lot of automated process for that also. But ultimately someone tests it manually. Okay, then only it comes to you. The test drive which you do for the car, when you go to buy a car, you drive a car manually. After that only you decide that yes, I am going to take this car, because it is a huge investment. Okay, that type of demo is not available in the software for the social media websites and everything. But you are creating the banking application for some bank. Okay, and if you are creating any enterprise edition of the software, there is always one demo. Okay, for 1 week the customers see your software, how it is behaving. So all those things always happens manually on. Okay, so manual testing is very, very important. It will remain in the market forever. It will never go out of the market. Then comes the database testing. Database testing is like, suppose you are entering username and password in the login field for the any application. Okay, so in database also these informations are getting saved. So rather than testing what is happening in the front end, you will check the database front back end. So that is basically database testing. So these two work in a very closed manner. Okay, so manual testing and data automation testing, I'm sure many of you must be knowing about it. It's a buzzword in the market that whatever you are doing, it is automated. Okay, each and every script is automated. So there are so many things like Selenium is one library of Java which does it. It is available in the Python as well these days. And then you have Catalan is there. So many tools are there for automation. Okay, then we had this UFT also, but right now this is the most popular because it is a free and it is very easily upgradable and everything. Okay, so there are so many variations in this only. You have VDD and all these things. So automation is basically automating your manual effort. Whatever you were doing manually, now you will automate it, and you will be a good automation tester only when you will be a good manual tester, because you need to know the scenarios which you are going to automate. Okay, then there are web services. This is basically API testing. Okay, so this is also one of the type of the testing which is there. Okay, so what happens in that, you have a lot of APIs. Okay, all your applications are available throughout platforms. Okay, so you test it with APIs. Okay, that this thing also I will discuss in the R class, how the API testing happens. Then comes the performance testing. What will happen if 1,000 users are coming to your applications at one time? What will happen if 500 users are coming to your application at one time? How it will behave? Okay, so that comes under performance testing. So there are so many testing types, how you can test your application. Okay, any questions till now, guys? Any questions till now? Web service testing is basically API testing, Akansha. I will tell more about it in the subsequent classes. Yes, Abhilash, you can do the API testing, performance testing of the API. You can do it. There are tools like in the performance testing only, there is one tool known as JMeter. Okay. So with JMeter, you can do the API testing, and when you increase the number of load, then it becomes the performance testing. Abhilash, can we do API manually? Yes, Akansha, you can do the API testing also manually. Each and every kind of testing you can do manually. First of all, only manual testing happens for anything. Okay, then only you automate it. At first go, you cannot automate without understanding the scenario. I will be covering the basics of API testing as well in this session. So I will tell you how manually you can test the API. That is a part of our curriculum. Abhilash, that is very advanced question. So most of the people will not be able to tell about this right now. In Postman, how to do stress load and volume testing. Okay, so we will take it up when we will discuss the Postman. Of course, this performance testing is not a part of our curriculum at the same time. Okay. Any questions till now, guys, apart from these things? Is there any standard format to test manually the app like web? I'm sure, Chris, you are asking for the web services. Yes, it is. There are particular formats I will tell in this session. Security testing is also there, Chris, right? Okay. Security testing is there. Security testing is there, and but it is not related to your application. It talks more about the type of the coding you have done. Okay, if your particular software is safe from the security point of view or not. So it talks about those things. Okay. How about security testing is like payment method? Payment method, doing the payment gateway testing is not a security testing, Chris. It is a type of functional testing only. Of course, there are security testing which you can do for the payment gateway. Okay, but as a manual tester also you will test the payment gateway. Okay. Okay, so I think I have answered all the questions. So we will go to the career path now. What is your career path in software testing? So you can become so many things. You can become a test architect, you can become project manager, you can become automation expert, you can become performance expert, you can become QA/QC expert. So this is basically the very high level the career path. If you have less than 2 years of experience, you will be a junior tester. At this point, you should try to understand what is manual testing, what is automation testing, what is performance testing. You should try to learn all these things. Okay, then you have to choose your career path. Then you will become test engineer, then test analyst, then QA lead. Of course, on project you can become project manager or you can become test architect at the same time. Okay, or you can become automation expert at the same time. Then you will be becoming something like program manager or something like that after 10 years of your experience. Of course, you will have to work hard for it. There is no hardcore definition that yes, I have 10 years of experience, so I will now be a project manager. I will now be a program manager. It doesn't go like that. Few people become project manager in 6 years of experience. Few people doesn't become project manager in 12 years of experience. So it all depends upon the hard work which you are doing. As a fresher, I assume all of you are fresher trying to come into the testing profile with less than by fresher I means anyone who has less than 2 years of experience. All of them are fresher for me. Okay, so as a fresher you should try to understand all the things, not only one thing. You should understand what is performance testing, what is automation testing, what is API testing, what is manual testing. Then you will choose your career goal. Okay, then you will choose now I am going to performance testing. This is one area of interest which is which looks exciting to me, where this is the one thing which I want to do. Okay, which is very interesting for me. Okay, other people will believe no, API testing looks better for me. Other people will believe no, Selenium is looking better for me. So what I will suggest, never decide your career path by looking into what industry is demanding. Okay, of course you should keep in mind what is in the demand, but you should keep in mind your area of interest also. For someone the coding is very tough, they don't want to code. Okay, so they should choose their career path accordingly. If you don't want to code and you are coming into the Selenium for doing a lot of coding, you will take a lot of time to understand things. Okay, for someone like scripting in is very easy, so yes, they should go into the automation testing. Someone is interested into more into this load testing, stress testing, breaking the software. Okay, so they should go into the performance testing. Okay, then there are people who are interested in the security testing. Okay, so always try to understand what your area of interest is. Okay, so that thing is there. Sir, can a manual tester after 2 years of experience go into automation? Of course, Akansha. I have seen people, everyone starts the testing with manual testing only. Abhilash, I cannot recap everything. I don't know when your power was lost, but I will summarize the session at the last. Okay. I don't know what your area of expertise, what your area of interest is, but you should keep in mind that thing as well while understanding your what you are going to do in your career. Of course, manual tester can go into the automation testing. Without manual testing, how you will say what to automate? Okay, you can automate, that's fine. Okay, you can automate, that's fine, but how, what you will automate? Only manual tester can decide what you can automate. So manual testing is very, very important. I'm not saying this because this session is about manual testing, but this is a general suggestion which I'm giving to all of you. Being a test architect is the requirement like certification. There is nothing like that, Chris. There are a lot of certifications which are available in the market. Okay, but doing those certification doesn't guarantee that you will become test architect. Okay, of course it will help you to gather the knowledge, but you have to apply the knowledge to become architect. Suppose I have done a lot of certification for the project management. Okay, but I'm not applying those knowledge in my organization. Then how will I become the project manager? Okay, and how you will become the test architect? Okay, that's completely fine, Roshan. You can change your field anytime, but you will have to start as a fresher. How many experience required? That thing I told Krish. There is no hardcore. Of course, as with 2 years of experience, you cannot become test architect. But if you have 8 years of experience and you have done a lot of R&D in the automation, in the performance testing, in the API testing, you know how to integrate the API testing with the performance testing. You know how to integrate your API framework with the automation framework, then you will become the architect. Okay. The good thing and bad thing about the software industry, it doesn't go with the experience, it goes with the knowledge. So that's the flip side, and that's the good side as well. You have the knowledge and you will grow. That is the only thing which is required in the IT industry, knowledge. To gather that knowledge, how many years it will take, it's up to us. Okay. Abhilash, I will repeat your question. Can we do automated testing with the Postman? Postman is made for the manual testing for the APIs, but there are add-ons now through which you can execute all your test cases in the Postman also, like Newman and everything. So you can do. There are add-ons now. Now Postman is also, there is a paid version of the Postman also. So if you are going for the paid version, so they will give you most of the things in the paid version. You can automate as well, but with the free version, it's not possible. For that also there is some add-on through which you can do. Any other question, guys? Someone says Salesforce is better. I am not understanding your question, Roshan. Roshan, I will unmute you. You please tell me what is your question. I have unmuted you. Please speak. Roshan, you can speak now.
I want to say manual testing or Salesforce. Who is better than better
I
field?
already told this thing. There is nothing known as nothing is better, nothing is
Because
bad.
I have
It was about
experience
your
5 years
area of the
experience in
Salesforce
construction
also.
field.
That's fine. But Salesforce also, it's a kind of software only. You will be testing it.
Yes.
So there will be manual testing, there will be automation testing, both will be there. You will require the knowledge of the Salesforce. It is not like the manual testing or Salesforce. The question itself is very vague. Okay, you will be doing the testing of the Salesforce. It can be manual testing. Okay, so manual testing is the building block of all kind of testing. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I think I have answered your question now. I will mute you now. Which is paid version of the Postman API automation? I will discuss those things when I will discuss the API automation, API testing, Postman. Okay. Anyone else wants to speak? I will unmute that person. Anyone else wants to speak, please feel free to ping in the chat window so that I can unmute that person. No, Milky, API automation, this class is not for the API automation. I will be covering the manual testing. Okay. But at the end, I will be covering what API testing is. At the end, I will tell you about the curriculum now. Okay. So now I'm getting the questions for curriculum. So let's go to our curriculum. This I will come after that. Look into our curriculum. Manual testing, complete coverage will be there. Then database testing basics will be there. Automation testing basics will be there. Agile methodology will be there. Agile is the one methodology which is getting used in the market now. So I will tell you about it. I will tell you about Jira tool, how it looks like, how it behaves, what we can do in the Jira, how to report a bug. These things I will tell. Okay, so this is our curriculum. I will also be covering the basics of API testing. Okay. What's required from you? Passion to learn, good attitude, a lot of questions in the chat window, good communication skill, analytical skill, and you will be a good software tester. This is not required in this class. Okay, this is required to become a good software tester. Okay, for my class, nothing is required. Even if you have done none of these things, I will make sure that you will get these things. Okay, if you will attend the classes. Okay, but being a good software tester requires all these things: attitude, good communication skills, analytical skills. Okay, these are the very important three things. Okay, when it comes to tools, today there is one tool for the automation. 2 years down the line, some other tool will come. Okay, but you should have the passion to learn. Otherwise, you will not be able to survive in the industry. So in IT industry is such, you will have to learn always, always, always. That's what the IT industry is. Okay, so that's required from you to be a good software tester. Rather, being in the IT industry, these things are required. Okay. I will tell you one thing now. See this cartoon. What is the difference between developer and tester? Developer always thinks how to make it. Tester always thinks how to break it. So that's your responsibility is going to be as a software tester. Okay. Ultimately, they both are trying to help the customers. So there is nothing like what he is doing, what he is doing. Developers are always better paid. Testers are always not that much paid. These things are not there in the industry. Okay. So these are the jargons which people use to looking into the current market trend and everything. But these days, software testers are paid at par with the developer. Okay. Can we get the project to practice? On Rupali, there will be no as such project for the practice, but I will be explaining all the things through real life examples. Okay, because I'm going to cover a lot of things which are very diversified in nature. Okay, we are not doing any particular project. Okay, sometime I will be taking the example of banking, sometime I will be taking the example of e-commerce, sometime I will be taking the example of social media websites. So it is going to be quite diversified class. So when it comes to Selenium or JMeter or API testing, you can focus on one particular project and you can try to automate it, try to do the load testing of the same. But when it comes to manual testing, you need to understand the industries. Okay, social media is one industry, e-commerce is one industry, banking is one industry. So I will have to explain all these things to you. So there will be no particular thing which I will be telling. I will be telling all the things. So there will be no any real-time project experience. You cannot say that, Akansha, because I will be giving you a lot of test cases. I will be giving you the Jira access. Okay. So I will be telling you how the project thing happen in the through Jira. Okay. So there will be things, but it will not be any particular website through which you will be doing all the things. Okay. You will be getting a lot of assignments for all the things, but there will be no one website which we will be taking as a example, because that will really make your learning very limited. Can you repeat your question, Abhilash? You are requested to please answer. Your question is gone because I'm getting so many questions. So please rewrite your question so that I can answer it. I'm from mechanical engineering background. Is it going to find job in testing difficult? See, if it is, if you are doing the correct work and the hard work in the industry, it is not going to be difficult. But of course, you will have to start with a fresher. Your other industry experience is not going to be considered in this industry. Okay, you will have to start with a fresher. Abhilash, please rewrite your question. Even if someone is from dev background, no, Akansha, because you are already in this industry. Okay, so relevant industry experience is required. You are into the construction business and now you are coming to IT industry, so you will have to start with a fresher. But you are already with the IT industry, then it is going to be easier for you. Other than manual testing, which testing is in high scope in market for which no coding is required? That was your question, Abhilash. Other than manual testing, see, to be in the industry, you need to have the basic understanding of the scripting. JMeter requires very less scripting. Okay, but still there are shell scripting is there. Okay, in API testing also less scripting will be there when you are using Postman or Catalan Studio. But basic understanding of scripting is required. Of course, if you are going for the automation testing, then you will become the software developer itself. So they are basically known as software developer engineer in test. Okay, so in that a lot of Java experience or Python experience is required. But if you are using API testing or the JMeter, so little bit less coding will be required. But yes, coding is required everywhere. You can say that, Abhilash. You can. It will be possible, Rupali. It is possible, Rupali. Okay. Any other question, guys? And today when I want to go into testing, yeah, you can do it. No, you will not have to start as a fresher. Okay, because you are already in the industry and you know how it works. Okay, if you are already from the development background, then you know about the testing as well. So it is your interest which is asking to come to the testing domain. So it will not be like that. Yes, Abhilash. Anyone want to speak? I will unmute them. No, RPA is not a part of this curriculum, Abhilash. RPA is not a part of this curriculum. This curriculum will only tell you about the basics of the testing, basic of the manual testing, how to write the test scenario, how to write the test cases. All these things you will be able to learn, which are the basics for all other types of testing. Yeah, UiPath, see, that RPA is altogether different thing, Abhilash. Okay, it is altogether different thing, RPA. we are automating other types of testing also. We are automating not only softwares, people are trying to automate so many other things also. So everything cannot be covered in the software testing class. We will be telling about it, how to write the test cases on different scenarios, Akansha. So class timing is going to be 6:30 p.m. IST. Okay, 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. IST. That thing you can tell your preference to way to automation team. They will do accordingly. 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. IST, because we have so many diversified users across the globe. So few people join us from US or few people join us from Australia, New Zealand. So it will be weekend batch 7 p.m. IST. Yeah, it will be weekend batch. 2 days in a week, Saturday, Sunday. 7 p.m. IST. It is, if it is 7 p.m. IST, then it will be of course 7 to 9. We will try to take a lot of questions, so we will be trying to wrap up by 8:30 or something like that. Then we will be taking up the questions. Okay, you will be getting all the PPTs. You will be getting all the recordings of the class. Okay. Uh, I will give you my email ID as well, on which you can email to me for any information. Okay, so these things will be there. My email will be shared to you, and of course way to automation team email you have. Okay, so on that you can send your queries and everything. I will try to answer it in the weekdays, and the classes will be on weekend, 7 p.m. IST, 6:30 p.m. IST, something like this. Okay, so we are good to close now, guys. How was the demo? If anyone wants to give the feedback, I will unmute them. Or if they want to keep in the chat window, that is also fine to me. So next 1 minute is for feedback. Anyone wants to speak, they can tell me. Yeah, Kansha, you will get a lot of practical examples in my sessions. I will tell everything through practical examples only. Okay. Anyone else wants to speak, have any feedback? That way to automation team will tell you, Roshan. Please include how to test banking application. Of course, I will tell about it, Abhilash, but automation testing will not be a part of this curriculum. For automation testing, you can contact the way to automation team. They will tell you more about it. This curriculum is more about manual testing only. I think I have cleared the agenda already. Okay. So we will be wrapping up all the manual testing things in a 5 weeks time. Okay, 10 classes will be there. We will be wrapping all the manual things, which will be acting as a building block for your software career, software testing career. Okay. Any other question, guys? We are good to close. Okay, so thank you everyone. So it was very good, very interactive session. Thanks everyone for being so interactive throughout the session. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.